Hello and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD here on a hidden Triforce. This is the first time I've uploaded an episode to this Let's Play in quite some time. I sort of got busy doing some Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds on the Nintendo 3DS, and therefore this Let's Play kind of got pushed down a little bit. I'm going to hopefully finish this Let's Play first. I'm still in the progress of doing a Link Between Worlds, but before I finish that one, I would like to finish this one since I am right here inside of Hyrule Castle / Ganon's Tower at the very end of the game, so I may as well just finish this up while I am here. Anyways, Ganon is up to his usual business of no good, and he has actually captured Princess Zelda, so that sucks. He's taking her and allegedly gonna make her sleep forever, but we're gonna say something to that. But before we can go find the princess / Tetra, we have to face off against these two black armored Darknets. Now they're gonna get some quick cheap shots off here, one right there, and as soon as I get up, this guy's like, oh, let me have a whack at him. So now it's time to get down to business and actually show these guys who's boss, and it's gonna be me. So let's go ahead, parry over him, and just take off both of their armor in one fell swoop. So now they're both exposed and ready for business because they're gonna get massacred now. This is gonna be good and lots of fun. Now they have no armor, they're pretty much defenseless and they're just walking around. One thing I really don't like about this game, and it's not a huge complaint, but as you can see right there, they're just kind of casually doing the foxtrot, just wandering around. After I hit them and go off to fight his buddy, the other guy just like, let's go on a walk, and he's just like casually walking like he's on a patrol. And I think that's kind of dumb that this guy who I literally just beat up a little bit is just gonna stand there and not do anything. He's not gonna help out his buddy who's getting attacked. He's not going to come after me who I just beat him up. He's just gonna walk like nothing ever happened, and to me that's a little bit dumb. So anyways, losing my voice a little bit. As the weather gets nice, I guess I'm going to get sick again. So that's always fun. Anyways, we're now outside here in the land of Hyrule. And to me, this is one of the best parts of the Wind Waker. And one of the reasons that this game is so fantastic. Up until this point in the game, we've been kind of stuck here inside of the main part of the castle. When we are down under the water here in flooded Hyrule, we're just stuck in the castle. But as you can see, there's this gigantic overworld. And this game is supposed to be the same Hyrule that was in Ocarina of Time, as its events take place almost immediately afterwards. Well, not almost immediately afterwards, but Hyrule is flooded pretty quickly afterwards, and no hero came, so the gods just flooded it. And you can just take a look at the castle there, and it's just really nice, a great detail and everything. And to me, this area that we're going out now sort of reminds me of the entrance that you take in Ocarina of Time to get to the castle when you have to wake up Talon, and you have when you sneak past the guards to meet the Princess of Destiny, Zelda, in the castle courtyard. This area sort of looks like that to me for whatever reason. You have that tree back there, which reminded me of the tree that you get that golden spatula from. So what we're going to try and do is just run through this as quickly as possible. Oh, of course, that's not going to reach. And now we're going to have pieces that are going to be irritating. I just want to go, and he's going to push me off the cliff. That dude literally just pushed me off the cliff. And of course, the game's got to be stupid, take me all the way back here. So now I've got to walk all that distance once again. Thankfully, it's a nice view. Otherwise, that would be super irritating. I like the handheld games, like the oracles and all that, because when you fall off the cliff, it just puts you right where you were standing, and there's none of that walking back or being taken to the beginning of the room in many instances. And that's how it should be. Just have to walk half a mile up this gravel road just to get back where you were for more stupidity. So this time we're going to maybe I'll learn my lesson and just go, but no, actually I'm just gonna run past these guys once again, so this time I'll get closer to the edge. My hook shot will actually reach it. Thankfully it did this time. There we go. So now we're almost there. We just gotta just break up some skulls. Just trying to see if there's some health, but I'm pretty high up. I don't really need much health. So let's go ahead and there's really nothing. Go ahead and enter into Ganon's Tower. Not so much of a tower, more of a dungeon. Most of the Ganon's towers that we go through actually feel like they're a tower. In Ocarina of Time, you were just rolling up a hill forever. In Twilight Princess, you didn't have a Ganon's Tower. So, let's see. Yeah, this one does not feel like a tower whatsoever. So that sucks, but whatever. So what we're gonna do is we have 4 stages, or 4 rooms that you have to complete. And it's similar to Ocarina of Time in that regards, where you kind of have to complete chambers that are based off of the dungeons that you've completed in the game. In this case, we're going through the area that is like Dragon's Roost Cavern, and what we're gonna do is just work our way up and through all of these, and at the end of every one of these, I guess, chambers is a boss fight, which is just a repeat of a previous boss fight. So that's a little bit interesting, adding a little twist to it. So what we're gonna do before I try and float over there is I'm gonna try and take these guys out, because of my luck they'll just fall into the lava and I'll be taken back to the beginning, which would be stupid. So let's get the Deku Leaf out and float on over. Perfect. Alright, so as we enter this room now, we're going to be thrust into this weird, it's not quite black and white. I mean, Link has color, it's got some shades of brown in there, but we're going to be facing off against this guy again, Goma. Kind of weirdest looking Goma in the series, at least spidery Goma for sure. And that's how things are going to work throughout this. We're going to be refacing all the old bosses that we have fought. Wish this guy would leave me alone just for a second so I can get up there. Oh my god, Goma. Goma's actually got some balls now. He's harder than he was the first time I fought him. But yeah, this is a great place to get pictures if you're trying to complete the Nintendo Gallery, which I don't know why in God's name you would be trying to do that. But if you are that kind of person, this is a great way to get pictures of all the bosses if for some reason you happen to miss them. So they're not gone forever, which is really nice. But everything is kind of reset. It unequips all your items. If you, like, all the items that we've collected throughout the game are gone, and only the, in this case, only like the grappling hook here, or the claw shot, whatever they want to call it, only that item remains with our standard non-essential, like, items that we get from dungeons are left in the inventory. So it kind of levels the playing field. We do have a stronger sword, so it might take a little less damage, but besides that, we're pretty much like we're back at ground zero, as if we were actually in Dragon Roost Cavern. Though we do have a lot more health this time, so in that way it's also easier. Not as if any of these bosses were ever hard to begin with, but yeah. So let's go ahead and do this for the 3rd time. The bosses are just as easy and cumbersome in length as they used to be. So at least they got that going for them. We're going to go ahead and beat Goma here. She's looking all mad, but looks so fine with that body of hers. So let's just bring her in and just do some damage. I'm going to fall into lava. I'm doing more damage to myself in this than ever before. Come on, come back down. She doesn't want to hang out with me. There we go. And once you beat them, then it kind of like fades out. You got this weird little effect and just warps you back here. It's so nice of them. So considerate. So that's 1 down, 3 to go. We're going to go ahead and do the Forest Haven boss next. That's over this way. And let's just run past the Bokoblin there. Bokoblin? I don't know what he's called. And there we go. And this is by far my least favorite of the 4 chambers, just because a Deku Leaf is sucky. Where Deku Leaf blows, I want to get creative and have a little funny pun here. Mostly just because of the awkwardness of it. We're just going to work our way over here, and the reason that this sucks is because half the time when you jump to this thing, Link wants to roll, and then you just roll off the cliff, which is just stupid. So definitely, you cannot just, I would not recommend just jumping to it. You need to use your deku leaf. If you just jump to it, Link definitely tends to roll more. Even if you're not pressing forward, which is supposed to be the indicator to roll, he will just kind of roll if you jump from too high of a distance. So use your deku leaf and let him like bring you in for a soft landing. That's going to be your best bet there. I'm going to go ahead and bring this guy over. There we go. Once he's back down. And there we go. Perfect. It's just kind of an awkward angle to kind of land on that. And that's the only reason I dislike this room. Also because P-hats are the worst thing ever. I highly recommend you try and knock them out of the air with your bow and arrow. It seems that every shot I take is like just a fraction off. So that's kind of irritating. All I want to do is kill him, and I keep missing. There we go, one down. Let's see if I can hit this other guy. And I'm running out of arrows, so only got 20. With my luck, I'd never kill him. But you know what? Screw this. I'm just gonna jump to the left, and I'm assuming that I'll be faster than this P-hat can be, which is good, because otherwise we'll be redoing this room, and that's no fun. So, oh, he's coming for me. Let's get some hearts, clovers, and blue moons, and go and fight ourselves a boss. I believe this guy's name was like Chaos Demos or something like this. It's a really weird ass name. Doesn't really make sense. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. But again, same process as before. Let's just use our boomerang and knock him from the sky as his tentacles go to town on this little boy. Got some hentai stuff going on here, which is never fun. Stay away from hentai. And yeah. Oh, hopefully I'll be able to get this Let's Play done here in the next week or so. We've only got a few more videos left. In this video, we're going to complete the main part of Ganon Tower. The next video, we've got a little bit more. And then we have the boss fight at the very end, and the credits roll, and everybody's happy. So, I hope he's reforming his tentacles. That's ridiculous. As these tentacles from the ground come back at me. So mean. I just want to knock you out of the air. There we go. This guy I'm going to make quick work of, though. Just going to smack him. Normally takes a couple of times, but with the powered up Master Sword, he is just dead and gone for. So that's 2 out of 4, 50% of the way through this nonsense, and we can go ahead and proceed. So we're now going to go ahead and proceed to the, I believe it's the Earth Temple. I'm not really sure side of the Earth or the Wind. They're not really good with their naming conventions here because one of the dungeons was more earthy than the other, but yeah, it got the Earth Temple name. So, whichever one this one is with the iron boots, this is one of the more simple ones to get in. I believe this might be the Wind Temple. So let's, or whatever it's called. It might not even be the Wind Temple. I don't even remember. I'm drunk, but not really. I'm not drunk. Just being silly. But yeah, all you do is just fly on over, and it's really, really simple. So, oh, I'm gonna fall on that. So let's just take out this bokoblin real quick. 2 of these bokoblins real quickly, and then we can just go ahead, die. Well, I'm gonna miss him a few times and smack the wall. But there we go. Let's see if there's some magic, because I'm running kinda low. It's very low, so some magic will be nice. There we go. And we're just gonna ignore this whiz robe and propel ourselves up there. So that was really simple, quite simple, of course. And that's going to take us to this guy, Muljura, I believe his name is. Not sure, don't care. Too long, didn't read. Either way, it's the Sandworm. Kind of reminds me of Beetlejuice. I think there's a Sandworm in Beetlejuice. I hate that movie, and it's been so long since I've seen it, I don't really remember. But either way, we're just going to go to town on this tentacle that he's got in his mouth, and it's a really simple boss fight. This is one of the longer fights, just because he does not keep himself vulnerable like most of the other bosses, and he has a lot of these like kind of in-between attacks where you just gotta take care of his little babies that he kind of like has swarm you. They're not hard. If anything, they just serve as a way to get extra hearts, but the hardest part about it is the fact that when you're trying to target onto his tongue, half the time you'll end up targeting one of his baby hatchlings instead. So that's the only unfortunate part about all of that. So, Now he's flying in the air, so let's just avoid that. We don't want to get eaten. And we'll be coming up to ending that real quickly. As soon as he pops out again, hopefully we can be done with this guy. But he's taking a sweet time. I'm actually doing this narration post gameplay, and this is the second day. I took a break about midway through after the second boss because I got bored and my voice, I am a little bit sick and I was losing my voice a little bit, so I took a break. Decided to finish it up today, the 14th, March 14th, 2014. Where were you on this day? And he's just taking forever because he doesn't want to like just come out of the ground again. But he's actually not as whoa, that guy's almost ate me. Holy crap. That was really close. That was super close. So yeah, let's see if he'll pop up here real quickly for me. And there he goes. So let's just go ahead and hopefully finish him off right here. Thank God, that took forever. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the slowest of them all because this next guy is even slower. So let's go ahead and proceed to the last one, Jahala, I believe his name is. Pretty much Giant Poe. Giant irritating Poe is actually what it should be called. And he is over this way. So let's just go ahead and proceed that way. I like how each one of these has a single bokoblin guarding it. It's not very effective as a way to keep intruders out. It actually seems like he wants us to break our way through. So what we're gonna do here, this one's all about using the mirror shield, is we're just gonna see if there's anything in either of these that we need. Nope. We're just gonna roll through, take the damage. This is much faster than just waiting for them to fall. A couple of them will hit you, a couple of them won't. So that's what we're aiming for here. But we're just gonna fall, get hit once, twice, third time for good charge. There we go. And what we need to do is just, I'm just clearing them all out first. Gonna get a bunch of these Poe spirits kind of floating around, and some of these purple purple gels, or what I don't know what to be called in this game. So choo-choos, purple choo-choos, gels, zols. They have like so many different names throughout the series to indicate what's pretty much the exact same enemy, and in some cases even buzz blobs, which is just an electric form of this guy. So they need to get kind of consistent. So what we need to do is just get him close to the light source, as close as possible, and then we're gonna shine a light on him, this little light of mine, and it's gonna throw it, and all I want to do is drop it. So that was fantastic. So come on, let's get this guy over. Consistency throughout the series with the controls would be nice. In some games, the A button will drop it, and then you have to be pressing forward to throw. In this case, there's different buttons, which you just forget it. I just forgot it. So let's go ahead and get this one up. We're about halfway done. This portion is really easy as well. It's just kind of cumbersome because it's sort of irritating just to get all these guys in place. We've got one more segment of this that's a little bit more difficult. I'm gonna avoid some more of these coffins as the buttons down there, and we have to shine a light all the way down at them. And then of course it's gonna be a little bit more difficult than that. So let's go ahead and shine the light on him, and well, it's not gonna let me pick him up, and I can't jump in there. So that's a really stupid game element right there. So I'm going to try that again. And actually the position I was at would be easier for getting a grip on that guy, but screw real life physics. This is a Zelda game. Who needs real life interactions? That's why I'm playing video games. I'm going to get this guy close. There we go. He's fairly close to the source. And we're so close to being done with this video, but not really. So there we go. I'm just going to shine it on a bunch of them. Hopefully I can get this done. Let's go ahead and get this guy. He's a little bit closer. And drop him. Perfect. Now unfortunately there's going to be an object in our path that's going to make me have to redo this here right now. I mean, I would just run past that guy if I had a chance, but unfortunately the game decides to make it a cinematic that you can't skip, and he just like is in your way. If that guy was just standing there, I would just run right past him and I would have made it up the stairs. But instead it made me watch a cutscene where not only does he come out, but the stairs also reclose. So that's kind of a dick move by Nintendo to make it like that. So, well, don't want that. I was halfway expecting to break this guy open. So let's go ahead and see if we can get him over here real quickly. I wonder, I've never tried this, but I'm curious if they will come back to life unpetrified while in your hands. I'm not sure what the timer is on that, how it's decided. But we are now at one of the most irritating bosses in the Zelda series, in my personal opinion. And it's not because he's hard, it's just because it just takes forever. Because it's really repetitive, redundant, super easy, and just irritating. All you do is shine a light on him, throw him into a wall, and then slash at the little mini pose that come out. The problem is that these guys are running around frantically, and they're kind of hard to target onto and actually smack. So if you just had a field day with them, that would be great, but you get like a time limit. I don't even know how this time limit is determined. That time we had a decent amount of time to smack them. But other times you get no time at all, which you're going to see here in just a second. So as soon as that's done, just go ahead, run, and then shine a light on them. Come on. Come on. The accuracy of that seems to be a little bit skewered. Where it's like it's clipping them half the time when it shouldn't be. Okay, so that time I only got to swing my sword twice, and it's like, that's enough. You don't need to do any of this. So I'm not really sure what the deal is with that, how that's determined, but that's actually quite BS that it would do that to me. So I'm gonna try and do it again. Oh, he's gonna put the lights out on that one. And when he falls down, that's a great chance to shine a light on him. And he falls down a lot. Kind of gets purple. I think if he falls on you, your controls get inverted or disabled. I don't remember which. But let's see how many of these guys we can kill. So you can see it's a little bit hard to smack these guys because they're just running around. Your best bet is not to Z target onto him, because then you're going to be stuck on just one of them. He's going to be running around just outside of your reach half of the time. Got about 5 or so of them left. I couldn't quite count, but we're just nearing the end. Let's see if we can he's trying to blow on me. Come on, I'm on it. Nope, doesn't count. Alright, so let's try this light source. And he's trying to blow me again into the spikes, and then that light goes out as soon as I get there. So let's go to this one. He's gonna fall, and let's see if this light will last long enough. Nope. Now this is getting ridiculous. This is why this boss fight is so irritating and stupid, because of stuff like that. You get the pose that only come out for half a second, and then you get this running back and forth BS where it's just wasting my time. Will you just get stunned already? There we go. Good, Giant Poe. Alright, what a good boy. Let's throw him into the spiked wall and get this going. Yeah, we got about 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Come on. I'm just kind of spinning around doing nothing here. Yeah, it's 5. 2 more left. And they're going to go back inside. So we got 1 more round of this nonsense before we can call this quit. This is kind of a lame Ganon's Tower. At least the other ones, like in Ocarina of Time, actually had like some unique puzzles, and this one just kind of like rehashed nonsense. That light actually lasted a decent amount of time that time. I'm not sure how they just determine when the lights are going to go out. It seems to be completely arbitrarily random. But this is a really lame Ganon's Tower. That's 1 out, 1 to go. Alright, cool. End of that boss fight. So we're going to go through this door, and actually that's going to be, well, we're going to call it quits after that. And then the next video, we will finish Ganon's Tower and then be on to the boss fights, which will be exciting, of course. Why wouldn't it be? That will kind of be the conclusion. The final boss fight will be in 2 sessions. The first will be kind of like Puppet Ganon. The second will be the confrontation with Ganondorf himself. kind of on top of the tower. So stay tuned for a couple of really exciting videos. We got 3 more left, I suppose, maybe 4 if I split up the credits. So stay tuned for more Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. We're just gonna run our way up here real quick, and that's going to just about wrap things up. So don't forget to leave me some comments, subscribe, give me some likes. If any of you are watching this, which you should be, again, I have almost 12,000 people, but I seem to average like 200 views per video. I don't know what the deal is with that. Let me know if you guys are getting this to your inbox, because I get a feeling that people aren't. Anyways, have a good one, everybody. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Bye.